live from Gamescom 2012 in Cologne, Germany, and we're also here along with director of RE6, Sasaki, and translator Miguel.
Hello.
We're here to talk about what we showed at Gamescom so far, which was we showed some new Jake gameplay footage, as well as we announced Renette, ResidentEvil.net.
Yep.
And that's what we wanted to begin with today, but I didn't know if you had any initial quick reactions to Gamescom so far?
Gamescom の印象はいかがでしょうか？
いや、初めて来たんですけど、思った以上にスケールがでかくてすごいですね。
It's my first time here at Gamescom, so yeah, I can't believe it, just the size of the whole show.
Oh, it's huge, yeah.
かなりでかい。
Well today.
あとちょっとうるさいなんですけど。
So apologies for the noise as well, but we'll actually cut to this Jake gameplay footage and we can kind of talk over it a bit.
Sure, let's get into it. Okay.
We got some party crashes. This cabin's invitation late.
Okay, so yeah, this is what we showed at our press conference.
Right? プレスコンフィスも見てしまったけど、Jake編なんですけど。
Yeah, Jake and Sherry find themselves trapped in this log cabin. I just wanted to talk quickly about some of the gameplay elements on display here.
このシーンの背景、ジェイクとシェリーは今何やろうとしてる？なぜこの、まあ、山小屋に囲まれてるでしょうか？
とりあえずシェリーがジェイクを、迎えに来たというか、傭兵のジェイクを、アメリカからの命令によって連れていくっていう、ことをやってるんですけど、その戦場から2人で一緒に逃げてきてるんですよね。でこの山を越えた向こうに、アメリカの、シェリーの仲間たちが待ってると、そこに向かってる最中の出来事ですね。
Okay, so Sherry has been ordered by the U.S. government to bring Jake in because they need him, and he was a mercenary working for a rebel army, and so they escaped from the battlefield, and they were trying to make it over this mountain because the U.S. forces are waiting on the other side, and Sherry's trying to rendezvous with them. Unfortunately, as they're in progress of traversing this mountain, they get attacked by some of Jake's former comrades.
They've all been infected with the Guamo virus that alluded to.
で、この敵たちはみんな感染されてるでしょうか？
そうですね。Cウイルスに感染されてます。
Yeah, they're all infected with the C virus.
And one of the things to note here is how the Guamo mutate in unique ways.
Sure.
How this one looks different from what we've seen before.
今回のジョアボの変異なんですけど、今まで見た変異はちょっと違うスタイルになってるんですけど、
今ね、そこに見えてるクワガタみたい、日本でいうとクワガタみたいなやつなんだけど、あれはもう即死攻撃を持ってて、捕まるともう一気にやられちゃうんで気をつけてる。
Yeah, the one you see right there, his body turns in, the torso turns into this thing with pincers on it. Yeah, you got to be careful about that because if he grabs you, one bite and you're dead.
What were some of the, did the virus allow just a story? Did that allow you to get more creative with the enemy design? Because I noticed, in the Jake demo from Comic-Con, there are, lizards-looking enemies, and this is kind of a beetle or insect. I guess it opened up the opportunities a bit?
この敵の種類なんですけど、いろんな変異ができるんですけど、それは C ウイルスはストーリー的にはこういう可能性があったからいろんな敵作れるでしょうか、それとも最初からいろんな敵作りたかったでしょうか？
もちろんゲーム的にはいろんな敵を作りたかったんだけど、この C ウイルスっていうのは要は打たれる人の性質というか体質によって変化が変わるんですよね。だから人によってはクワガタみたいになるし、人によってはカマみたいになるし、でそれぞれが組み合わされた人もいるしっていう、そういう多様性を持った、敵にしたかったっていうことです。
Yeah, well, originally, just as from a game design point, you want to put in as many different types of enemies as possible. So the C virus, we've made it story-wise that depending on who's injected with it, they react differently to it. So that's why I can create all different types of mutations. So you'll see some people like insects, some people like lizards, some people more combinations of the two. So there's a lot to look out for.
safe to say there's stuff that even with all we've shown of it so far, there's still plenty to see.
っていうことは今まで見せいただいているところより以上まだ見てない変異が残っているでしょうか。Yep.
So that was the Jake gameplay trailer that we released yesterday, but also the other big announcement from GamesCom was the reveal of ResidentEvil.net, which is a really cool free service. We have a really pretty informative video about it.
Yeah.
We showed it at the press conference, but I don't think it's been released elsewhere. We can stream that really quick and then come back and do some Q&A about ResidentEvil.net as well as the Jake gameplay that we saw earlier.
Sure, sounds great. 先にEiichiroのトレールを流します。
はい。
Peggy 18.
プレスカンファレンスで流されたんですけど、まだ正式に公開されてない。
We are pleased to introduce to you ResidentEvil.net, a new web service built to enhance your Resident Evil 6 game experience. You will need a copy of Resident Evil 6 and an internet connection to create your free ResidentEvil.net account. Let's take a look at a few things that make ResidentEvil.net an essential part of your Resident Evil 6 experience. You access different parts of ResidentEvil.net from your personal homepage. Here, you can view details of your play sessions as well as those of your friends, allowing you to compare play records. Real-time updates instantly let you know what's happening online in Resident Evil 6. You can see which of your friends is playing, making it easy to set up a co-op match. Or if one of your mercenaries' high scores is beaten, that will show up in your updates to let you know right away. These notifications will also appear in-game to make playing with your friends even more fun. This information can be sent to Facebook and Twitter, so you can keep track of what's going on in your online world from anywhere at any time. There is a ResidentEvil.net smartphone app in the works as well, which will keep you connected to the Resident Evil experience. ResidentEvil.net also features exclusive unlockables linked to your game, providing you even more reasons to continue playing. In addition to vying for top scores against other players, ResidentEvil.net allows you to participate in regularly scheduled online events. Show off your skills by participating in a community challenge. For example, killing 10,000 zombies within a set time limit. You can receive RE points for participation regardless of skill level, making these challenges rewarding for zombie-killing veterans and new recruits alike. ResidentEvil.net also has awesome rewards for those looking to master the game. A single player will be selected as the winner of every online event, and that winner receives the Championship Belt. This is a unique prize that is passed on to the winner of the latest online event, so the only way to keep it is to keep winning. Everyone who has ever had the championship belt will be recorded for posterity. This is your chance to be part of Resident Evil history. You will receive RE points based on your participation in online events and for accessing other parts of ResidentEvil.net. These points can be used to unlock rewards. Rare costumes that you can show off while playing the Mercenaries online co-op are just one example of the exclusive content that can be obtained with RE points. You can also use RE points to unlock ResidentEvil.net figures to create your own unique collection. The more you play Resident Evil 6, the more RE points you will receive. The content available through ResidentEvil.net expands as you progress through the game. You can check out a story synopsis covering what you have already played through. You can also check here to read through the Resident Evil files you've received during the game, letting you focus on the action without fear of missing any story details. ResidentEvil.net is a completely free service that enriches the Resident Evil universe, expands online play, and enables access to exclusive in-game content. Be sure to check it out once you get your copy of Resident Evil 6.
All right.
So, yeah, a bit of an informative video there, but yeah, just to reiterate, we could go into some of the key features of the service, and we'll do some Q&A from the chat as well. So if you're watching and have questions about what it is and how it works, if the video didn't clarify, just let us know.
Okay.
We'll ask.
まずはちょっと映像見させていただいたんですけど、Eiichiroの特徴は何でしょうか？
まず完全無料のサービスだということです。あとはゲームのデータを、使って、そのゲームのデータをサーバーに上げるんですけど、そのゲームのデータからいろんな遊びを作ってるんですよね。もちろん自分のプレイ履歴を詳細に、見ることができたり、友達とそれを見比べたりとかで、敵を倒した数を、全部集計するので、それでイベントを作ったりとか、本当にゲームを長く深く遊んでもらうための、サイトだと思ってもらえばいいです。
First of all, the biggest thing about Renette is that it's a free service. It incorporates the data from your actual game. So how you play the game and everything like that will be uploaded to the server. And you'll be able to check your stats for almost any aspect of Resident Evil 6. And you'll be able to compare your stats to those of your friends who are also playing the game. For example, who defeated the most enemies or the most type of a certain enemy. You'll be able to check that kind of stuff out. So Renette is a service that is going to allow you to get more out of Resident Evil 6, and it'll expand on the experience and keep the gameplay going even longer.
I have a screen up here that kind of shows like an example tracking your level, your agent hunt level against other people like that.
これは例の詳細なんですけど、
and things like accuracy, headshot, physical attack, like all kinds of data is kept and lets you track that against other people and around the world. And then we also have this idea of the championship belt.
Right.
Talk about that really quick.
このチャンピオンシップベルトについてのイベントなんですけど、どういうイベントになるでしょうか？
イベントっていうのはいろいろ協力戦とか対決みたいないろんなものがあるんですけど、特にこれは1位を決めるイベントっていうのがあるんですよね。その1位の人がもらえるチャンピオンベルト、このチャンピオンベルトの特徴としてはもう世界に1個しかないんですよね。だから例えばその第1回のイベントで優勝者にはチャンピオンベルトが贈られると。ただそのベルトを持っていたければ、次のイベントでも勝たないと次の勝者に持ってかれてしまうと、まさにボクシングのチャンピオンベルトと一緒ですよね。その代わりこのチャンピオンベルトの裏には履歴があって、第1回大会チャンピオン、第2回大会チャンピオン、全部履歴が残っていくので、例えばね、この防衛を目指すとかね、10回防衛、20回防衛を目指すとか、いろんなそういうチャレンジっていうのもできるようになってます。とにかく特別なベルトですよね。世界で1個しかないベルト。
So there's going to be lots of different events available through Renette. Some of them will be co-op based, some of them will be multiplayer versus based. The championship belt event is to decide who's the best at certain things. So we'll have an event with the championship belt, and only one person can get this belt. So this belt will be available to only one player in the entire world. So it's not like there's multiple belts in existence.
And so,
So say you win the first week, right? You got to come back the second week and play in the next event, or else your belt will automatically be passed on to the next winner. So you have to defend your status. And then, as you probably already know from the video, there'll be a record of all the people who have won the championship belt. So you'll be able to see that. Your name will be up in lights, as it were.
That makes sense. So there's events that involve everyone coming together to achieve a goal, and then other things where only one person can win?
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Okay. And every week, as it stands now, it looks like every week some kind of new event?
Some kind of new event, nice. Some kind of new challenge. So.
One of the questions I saw in the chat was they saw that you can, they're unlockables when you get RE points for participating in those events. Obviously, we saw costumes and the dioramas. They're wondering if there was additional stuff like that to unlock as well.
RE ポイントなんですけど、そのイベントに参加するために RE ポイントをいただく制度なんですけど、でもちろんコスチュームとか、あとダイオラマのキャラクターフィギュアも解除できるんですけど、それ以外はなんか RE ポイントで購入するものは存在してるでしょうか？
RE まだ言えないけどいろいろ考えてます。はい。
Maybe, but we're still under development, so we're trying to work out how this system is going to work. But we want to think of more things than with the RE points that you can purchase.
たくさん貯めて損しないようにするんで、ぜひいろいろ遊んでたくさん貯めてください。
So we're going to make it so people who get a lot of RE points, they'll have something to use them on. So.
Yeah, if you're playing every week, it always helps to have something to spend those points on. I saw a question asked about. I saw you can unlock costumes, it looks like, which is a really cool addition to be able to just unlock costumes with it. Are they for the main game or are they specific to Mercenaries mode?
このアイネットで解除できるコスチュームなんですけど、それはザ・マーセナリーズに使用されるでしょうか、それとも普通のキャンペーンに使用できるでしょうか。
マーセナリーズの方ですね。
Yeah, those will be available. Those are for the Mercenaries mode.
Okay. And then a lot of questions in here actually about, I know we probably can't say anything yet, but wondering about other online modes or just other things like that. But I know we had some big announcements at GamesCom, but I'm guessing anything further is for a later date.
これ以外のオンラインモードはどんなものが用意されているでしょうか。まだ教えていただけないかもしれませんけど、念のために。
まずとりあえず、今、皆さんにお知らせしているマーセナリーズと、あともう一つはエージェントハント、この2つを一回存分に楽しんでからということにしましょうか。
You're right. There's not much we can say about them right now. What we can reiterate, though, is that we have the Mercenaries, which will be online, and we also have Agent Hunt, that mode that we announced, which is a pretty cool mode for Resident Evil.
Yes. And will RE6 have online split screen for all modes? I guess in this case that would be like, campaign or Mercenaries.
オンラインのコアップでオンラインもプレイできるでしょうか。
マーセナリーズ。
マーセナリーズとかスプリットスクリーンで。
もちろんできます。
Yep, that it'll be available. So for those online modes, if you're playing locally with someone else, it'll be split screen on your end, but you'll still be online together.
Okay. Let's see. A few more questions here. We got about 6 minutes to go. Agent Hunt available from the start of the game. I believe it's only on completion.
You have to complete a campaign to get it, but let's see what the director says. Agent Hunt の解除の方法なんですけど、キャンペーンをクリアした後にそのキャンペーンのために解除されているでしょうか。それとも最初からプレイできるでしょうか。
レオン編をクリアすると、レオン編のお話の中にのいくつかのステージに、エージェントとハンターとして乱入できるようになるっていうシステムです。
So if you complete, say, Leon's campaign, you'll be able to play Agent Hunt mode for select stages from his campaign once you clear it. So.
Okay. One thing I noticed I saw on Twitter yesterday was in the press conference that we showed, we saw a bit of Sherry and Jake kind of talking and having a moment together
Right.
in the cabinet. In that moment, she actually talks about her father and how she wants to live up to Chris and Claire's example.
Right.
And that was just a cool fan shout out that I think people appreciated, seeing that, reflecting back to RE2.
昨日のプレスコンファレンスでジェイクとシェリーのシーンがあって、でシェリーが自分のお父さんとかあとクレアのことについて語り始めるんですけど、でそれは良かったです。特にバイオファンにとっては2のことは忘れてない、ちゃんとこのキャラクターにとって意味があった歴史なんですけど、
そうですね。だから今回いわゆる今までのシリーズに登場してきた主人公たちも出てくるんですけど、彼らはいきなりそこの場にポッと生まれて出たものではなくって、やっぱり今までの歴史をずっと経て今この6にいるので、そういう、ちょろちょろとそういうエピソードが出てきたりとか、今までの、関係性があったからこそのお話みたいなものはいっぱい含まれているので、そこら辺もシリーズファンの方には楽しんでもらえるかなと思います。
Yeah, there's a couple of scenes like that in the game because a lot of these characters in RE6 have appeared in previous Resident Evil games. So it's not like this is the first time they're in an RE game. So it's not like they're blank slates. They do have a history. So it's important that we highlight that history, especially for the RE fans, and that we make mention of it and show that these characters came from somewhere else before they appeared in RE6. So you'll find as you play throughout the game, there's a couple of scenes like that in there.
Cool. Looking forward to seeing it. Let's see. Someone, just to clarify, Agent Hunt is for all the campaigns. It's not just Leon. I think in that example you mentioned Leon, but
Oh yeah.
it's not unique to Leon's campaign. It's all for you.
で、エージェントハントは確認なんですけど、エージェントハントはレオン、ジェイク、クリス全キャンペーンに使えるものですよね。Yeah, you can use it in Jake and Chris's as well. So.
Let's see. Got time for one more question. I guess while I'm looking for one, a lot of people just asking questions. Obviously, we don't have answers to right now.
Sure.
But maybe when the next the next like big show, I guess, where some new news might come out? I know the game's getting close to launch anyway. But...
Sure, it might be TGS. Let's see. 須崎さんの次新しい情報はいつ発表されてるでしょうか。TGS になるでしょうか。
どうなんですかプロデューサー。
発売ね2ヶ月切ったんで、最後のいろいろな盛り上げはしていきたいと思います。
Okay. Even though our release is pretty close, like you said, we still have a lot of new information to release leading up to that. So yeah, just keep your eyes and ears open.
Nice. And obviously we'll probably have streams from any of that we can show. And if you're around shows like Comic-Con PAX, our Resident Evil 6 has been at Comic-Con already. So if you can make it out to those shows, it's a great chance to get your hands on the game, play it for yourself,
definitely.
And get some time with it. But thank you for coming on.
今日時間いただいてありがとうございます。
Yes, thank you for watching. We'll have a little bit more RE6 on Friday, kind of recapping what we talked about here, but in case someone didn't get to see it live, they'll get another chance. But a lot more to show, a lot more to say still in the future. We still got a couple months to go, so hopefully we'll be able to answer all your questions. If not before the launch, then at least on launch day.
Yep, definitely.
Yes, thank you everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon. We'll be back a little later on with, I believe, Remember Me is the next thing we'll show you. So, see you then.
Bye.